This is Rylee and Hollywood at the TLC Clinic Half-Day Summer Series. I'm going to do a slow play review of this after that you go through one time regular. Rylee, first of all, I have to say I was really proud of you and how you did today. Oops, looks like I was in the way there for a minute. You did so good with Hollywood and your first time doing barrels with your background being in English to come in today and be on a horse you don't know that well, and she was just such a good girl for you. So what I would recommend, Rylee, is we're going to keep it slow for a while. You're going to come for private lessons. We're going to keep things slow, and I want you to see something right here. When you want her to go forward, what I want you to notice is your hands are back and your reins are tight. And so that's telling her to whoa, not go. So next time I'd like you to move your hands forward about right there. Just let them come forward. And then add your leg and cluck or kiss at her. And then Rylee, what will happen is Hollywood will be more apt to go forward. Okay, so we want to think about that. So when you want her to go, reins need to be loose and not pulling back on her bit and not tight. So your hands need to be in this area. And let's see if you do change them. See, you're still pulling back there. You're kind of listening to me. Right there is really much better. See how you put your legs on her, but your reins were forward, and see the slack, and they're no longer pulling on her head. That was really good. So here you give it to her. And right there, look how nice and baggy your reins are right here. See the slack here, and your reins are forward. Your shoulders are going forward a little, your legs are kicking, and your reins are slack. And so now she's able to understand that you want her to go faster. Okay, when she goes off, she's on the wrong lead. She's on her left lead, so we're going to teach you to ask her for her right lead because she's turning a right barrel. You want her to take off on her right lead. So, but she does switch when she gets there because she knows what she's doing right there. She's now on her right lead, but she slowed down to a trot because she's not quite sure. You're still learning, and she's learning. But I like your approach. You come in with a really good approach from the alleyway. You come into about right here. That's good. And then we'll let this go again. You have a nice pocket going into the barrel. You have about 3 feet going in. That's good. But the only mistake here is you let her turn the barrel when her shoulder got to the barrel. She turned the barrel here. We want to make sure your leg gets to the barrel before she turns. So she shouldn't turn the barrel till your leg is already at the barrel or her hip is at the barrel. Then you're going to drop that outside rein, hold your horn, and then just guide her with your left hand around the barrel. You're pulling on the outside rein. We want you to use your inside rein more. Okay? So then right here, you're kind of looking at her. I want you to look around for second barrel when you're coming around the barrel to the exit. Somewhere between the backside and the exit is when you want to start looking for your next barrel. Alright, so now you're looking for your next barrel. You give her the go cue. Your reins are loose. That looks really good. She's on the correct lead. See, she's loping on the left lead. See, she's leading with that foot, the left lead, so that's good. Your body's sitting forward. Your reins are loose. You're looking where you want her to go. That's really good. And then right here, she slows to a trot again, and that's okay. And you're doing good with looking where you should go, and you're guiding her, but I'd like your hands a little bit lower. So instead of having them up by your chest, I want them down by your saddle horn. Okay? And then when you come around, see you guided her nice. Your outside hand can actually go to the horn so that you only ask her to turn the barrel with your left hand. I like the size pocket you have in the turn right there. You have a nice 3-foot pocket. That looks really good. You come out a little bit wide right there. You let her take off. And what you'll learn, see how you're sitting down is good, but you want to tap her with, you want to tap her with this leg, your outside leg more, so she'll leave straight. But when you gave her the go cue, she just kind of went that way a little bit. So we'll keep that line a little straighter to keep you inside of those cones. And you did good recovery. She's on the correct lead. You come in here nice. She has a nice pocket right here. You could probably tighten that up maybe just a foot, but for right now I'm really pleased with where you're at. And then this barrel is the nicest barrel, my favorite one. You actually loped around that barrel. She almost started that turn too soon. See how she tried to almost start at her shoulder? So we want to keep them going a little straighter and not turn till they get on the back side of the barrel. And then that's why she took a little step off here, because she started her turn a little early. So instead of having pocket on the back, she took pocket on the exit. And what will happen is when you start going to the horn, your face is looking this way. Your face should already be looking this direction, and that will help her come around tighter as well. But you're both just learning together, so that was really good. And then you kick her and go home. But again, you want to use more outside leg to straighten her out. Your reins are forward, they're loose. You did a really good job. I was proud of you, cowgirl. And I'll see you soon for lessons.